The fear isn't just about a tough market today. It's about creating a future of permanent. All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle something that hits home for a lot of us. The absolutely insane challenge of trying to buy a house. You know, that dream that feels like it's just slipping away. I mean, have you been on Zillow lately? If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that pit in your stomach, right? That feeling of pure frustration scrolling past prices that just make absolutely no sense. Well, you're definitely not alone. And the analysis we're digging into today, it suggests there's a very specific and kind of scary reason things have gotten so broken.
So, let's just call it what it is. For so many people, the dream has become, well, unattainable.
You know, we've all got this picture in our heads, right? The dream of having a place that's actually yours, a place to build your future. It's the whole American dream package. But then, bam, you hit reality. And reality is just a wall of rising interest rates, home prices that are completely out of control, and these insane bidding wars you have zero chance of winning. So, the big question is, why? How did it get this bad? Well, what if the people we think we're competing against aren't the real problem? The source material we're looking at points to a secret competitor, a player in the game that most of us don't even see. Think about it. When their offer gets rejected, who do you picture beating you? It's probably another family, right? Or maybe one of those house flippers with a ton of cash, or, someone moving in from a super expensive city. These are the usual suspects we always blame. But here's the kicker. What if the one who outbid you, the one who swooped in with an all-cash offer that just blew yours out of the water, wasn't even a person? That's right. The analysis we're drawing from points the finger at a new, powerful player on the scene. Huge corporate landlords. Okay, so when we say institutional investor, let's be super clear. This isn't your neighbor who rents out their old house. Nope. We're talking about massive, massive organizations. Think private equity firms, giant investment funds, companies playing with billions of dollars on a scale that's just, honestly, it's hard for a regular person to even wrap their head around. And we're talking about some of the biggest names on Wall Street. The source material points to firms like BlackRock, for example. Now, these guys aren't your typical real estate developers. They're asset managers, and they've decided that single-family homes, the house you want to buy, are their next big moneymaker.
And get this isn't just happening on the fringes. In a lot of the hottest housing markets, the data shows that nearly 1 in 4 homes are being snapped up by investors, not families. 1 out of every 4. Just let that sink in for a second.
So, this all comes down to a really crucial shift in how these companies see a house. For you, it's a home. For them, it's just an asset. There's a line in the source material that just nails it. It says, they're turning the American dream of homeownership into a reliable financial asset class. Think about what that really means. They're taking the idea of a home, a place for safety and family, and they're turning it into nothing more than a number on a spreadsheet, just another stock or bond meant to generate predictable returns. And they're not just buying randomly. They have a playbook, and it's brutally effective. Step 1, use incredibly sophisticated data to pinpoint neighborhoods where rental demand is high. Step 2, target those exact areas, often starter home communities. Step 3, and this is the real knockout punch, make all cash offers way over asking price that a regular buyer just can't touch. And finally, step 4, they turn those houses into rental properties, pulling them off the market permanently. So where does this all lead? If this playbook keeps running, what kind of future are we looking at? The sources we're examining suggest a pretty bleak outcome. A future where owning a home isn't the norm, but a luxury for the very few. Basically, a nation of renters. Now, take a look at this. For the longest time, most rental houses were owned by small-time, mom-and-pop landlords. That's the big bar you see here. But that other bar, the one for the big corporate investors, it might look smaller now, but it's the one that's growing like crazy. It's that rapid growth that's completely rewriting the rules of the game. And this really gets to the heart of the critique from our source material. The fear isn't just about a tough market today. It's about creating a future of permanent rentership, a system where millions of people are locked out of building wealth through owning a home, simply because the entry ramp to ownership has been bought up and, essentially, closed for business. So it all boils down to this one single question, doesn't it? What
is a home? Is it a place to live, to raise a family, to be part of a community? Or is it just another asset on the stock market, traded back and forth for profit? The scary part is, the source material suggests the market has already made its choice.